Grandpa Nooby reporting for duty with a different kind of video this time. It comes from my stream last Sunday night. I stream every Sunday night and Thursday night at 18:30, that's 6:30 p.m. Central Time in the USA. And I usually have at least 6 players with me, or 5 other players with me that team up with me. There are some regulars. Sometimes we get up to 10 or 15, and we just kind of take turns. So when you get a group of regulars together, it's not long before you decide to go toxic. And so what we did was we played one game of stakeout entirely with shotguns and absolutely destroyed the competition. And we do have some one guy that's a ex-top 250 player. He's iridescent and ranked right now, and he's going on the campaign back to the top 250. So our lobbies are pretty sweaty at times. We have a couple of guys that'll, on the extended versions, get over 100 kills. Actually, about 3 or 4 of them are that good. So we do get some challenges, and we decided, since we've done the shotties, we'd go with all LMGs. We happened to get stakeout on the extended game, and the LMGs didn't just quite destroy the same way the shotties did. There weren't any complaints from the other team. We mostly play on my Discord server so we can speak openly to each other. We do occasionally have people that are chat banned, and once you get to Discord, chat banning isn't a thing. So Grandpa changes to shotties. Half of us went shotties, half of us went LMGs. And we went from being behind to catching up and eventually going ahead, and then the complaints from the other team. Some of the guys, like I said, on PCs, you can monitor both channels, were flowing. And in fact, the iridescent guy was accused of cheating. Several guys accused of cheating, but nobody is, obviously. They're just that good. Grandpa loves to play with them, let me tell you. So there we go, toxicity at its finest. And I hope you weren't one of the enemies last night, because really it's a good group of players. We have dudes, we have ladies that sometimes join us, although not very often. And it's one on the balcony. Probably would have to clean up our act just a little bit, some of the guys, if they showed up more often. And I invite them to come and join us. Grandpa's a cheese merchant there with his ASG 89. You can see that, like I said, we went from behind to catching up, and we actually went pretty far ahead once half the guys took shotties. One of the best players that regularly join up decided to pull out his ASG 89, and things just absolutely went crazy. Look at that. Grandpa's so toxic, he's shooting it at his own team. So the streams are fun, and everybody's welcome to join them. If we have way too many people, if we have 10, sometimes we'll go into the 10v10. If we have more than 10, sometimes we'll do private match, although right now we're not doing that as much because people want to rank up to that mythical and magical level 1000. One of the guys that regularly joins is a level 1000 now. Very good player. All of them are on the right side. So with the ASG 89, it's one of the most broken guns in the game. There's somebody in the, we call that the A-hole, because it's on the A side of the map, and it's the only hole. The air conditioning vent. Ooh, got to get out of the fire. Comment below if you think that the fire is just a little bit overpowered. So this is when the stream got toxic. Now, we only did this a couple of games, but I tell you, it's fun. I don't like to play against people who are being toxic, and toxic can mean many things. This just happens to do with our choice of weapons. We're not mouthy kind of a team when we play. We're kind of let the weapons do the talking. But we do get accused of a lot of different things by the enemy teammates. Enemy teams, I guess they're not teammates, they're all going to be designated casualties when these boys get a hold of them. Like I said, we had a lot of fun. One behind the bed. Laughing. There's a lot of laughing going on when you're playing with all shotties or all LMGs, because it's just the other team just can't avoid you. They can't avoid the bullets. If they get one of us, the other one's already shooting. I might say too that the other team, they were some pretty good players on that team too. They weren't pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. Look at that grandpa looking left and right in the hallway as if somebody's going to come out of the wall after him. And I've already maxed out the event, which is probably the weakest event that I could ever remember in Call of Duty. So I don't know why I continue to go after the clovers. This is absolutely insane. That people just can't get out of the way of a shotgun shell. There's Relentless in front of me. He's one of the better players that I play with regularly. Very skilled. And they say that they fix, when I say they, I mean Activision fixed the teammate collision. Well, they haven't fixed it on the small maps, that's for sure, because we have serious collisions. I've been knocked off the roof a couple of times by my own teammate. Get rid of those things, those ammo packs, assault packs. When you see them, don't just let them sit there, because the enemy's just going to come in your spawn and use them against you. They're going to get more Molotov cocktails, additional grenades, but the Molotovs are the things on these small maps that are really, really overpowered. I think they have to either do something about those or increase the protection of the flak jacket just a little bit to where you can just about stand in them. Now, on that stream, a couple of guys on our team carried Molotovs, and there was, I think, one player that they stuck a few times, and that player was not killed by the Molotov cocktail. So comment below if you can tell me how, because even with flak jacket, if I get stuck, I die. Somebody can get stuck with a Molotov and not get gacked from it. I think the next toxic thing we're going to try is everybody using tactical with shock charges, because the enemy will be running in quicksand. Oh, it's just so toxic. As you can see, we built up a huge lead at this point. And Grandpa's just standing there and pays the price for it. Some of you who have been regulars that I haven't seen in a while, I wish you'd come back, because everybody enjoys everybody else's company. We're all talking now, like I said, on the Discord server. We did have some issues before when people were chat banned, so that have to play silently, but that's a thing of the past. Comment below too if you enjoy the extended games, because there's an opportunity with the additional kills to earn a lot of XP. And if you're on the campaign to level 1000, this is the time you should be grinding when they offer these extended games. And you can see who's talking up in the upper left on the team, on the Discord server. That's the icon you get the controller. And there we go, it's a win. So we put away the shotties and we put away the LMGs, and we went on to continue to play for another few hours. There is Relentless, just an awesome player, even if the skin is perhaps the least attractive skin I've ever seen in my life. But comment if sometimes you go toxic, or how you feel about other players. Toxic in a good way, not a bad mouthy way. We enjoyed it. I enjoy the people that join. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers and peace. Visit the stream.